Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to show you how to fetch products from Shopify and display them inside our embedded Remix.js app. We are going to move slowly step by step and I will explain everything along the way. So even if you are a beginner, you will be able to follow along. At the end, we will have a page that shows Shopify product with images, status, and direct links. So let's get started. Okay, inside my Remix project, I'm going to the app/route folder and I will create a new file and I will name it app.products.jsx. So let's start with really basic component. I will type import page and I will import that from Shopify Polaris, Shopify/Polaris. Okay, and then we will import title bar, from React. Okay, and the next thing we will create a new function, export function, and I will hit tab. So we will have simple component. Let me fix this error. I'll save that, and if I go to our app and add /products, we will see our new page. List of the products will go over here. This just create a Shopify Polaris page with a title bar. So we can link this app in our sidebar. So I will go to the app.jsx and I will copy this and I will add link to the products. So I will type products and products. Save that. And if I go here, you will see we have a new menu. I can go back to the additional page and I can go to the products. Now we want to fetch products from Shopify backend. In Remix, we use something called a loader. The loader runs on the server, fetch the data and passes it to our component. So let's go back in our file and we will type here import JSON and we will import from the Remix run node. Like this, and then let me just copy this. We can we need these imports. Use loader data from the Remix React and authenticate from Shopify.server file. And now we will create the function of the loader. So let's type export function export const loader sync request, and over here we will authenticate our request first. Authenticate admin our request, something like this. I will copy that and I will authenticate the request. And if you see, then we will make GraphQL query to fetch the products. So let me just copy the GraphQL query. So this is the GraphQL query, which is await admin.graphql, and we will fetch the first 10 products sorted key created at and reverse true. We'll find the edges node and ID, title, and status of the product. And if I console.log response, you will see a response over here. We get the response from our store. So let's just get the data. So I will type const data await response.json. We will convert this response into the JSON. And now if I console.log.data, you will see we have data products, edges, and array. So we need to go to the data, then products, then edges, and then we will get the real data. So I will have another variable over here, or I can console.log something like this products, and in the products we will data.products.edges. So if I reload the page again and products, so one more time, data, because we have our variable data, and data inside data, then products, then edges. And now you can see we have all the products which we fetch from our store in this format, and we can pass this data to our front end component. So we will grab that and we will pass that back. So whenever we load this page, this data will be passed to our front end component. So in the front end component, we will use something like this. We will use useLoaderData. So I will type const products and I will use loader-data function, which we imported from Remix React. And now if I console log products over here, we will have all the products on the front end. So if I go back on the front end and inspect the page and go to the console, and you will see we have 10 products inside our front end component. Okay, now let's go back to the code again, and let me just add a new code over here. So I'll type something like this: layout and in the layout we have recently created product and products.length if it is equal to 0 and then there is no product found. If it is greater than 0, then we will map through products.map and we will pass the node. We will grab the node and then we will see the product ID and product title. So let's reload the page. Okay, we need to export these front end components at the top. So let me just copy and paste. So we will copy and paste all the layout from Shopify Polaris, right? So let's bring the page over here as well and remove this from the top. Now we have all the components. Let's try again. And now as you can see, we have 10 products which is recently created in our store. Okay, now we need to add the product status and how we can fetch the product status. So over here we have the product status and we need to add extra text field under the title. So let me just copy and paste the code and I will replace that with this products.map. And what it does, it map through the products and we have the node title and node status as well. And if I go back here and reload the page, you will see we have the product status and the product title over here. Next we are going to fetch the product images. So we need to modify our GraphQL query. Right now there is no way to get the product image. We need to add extra code, something like this. So featured image and the URL and the alt text of the product, and inside our front-end component we need to export this inline and thumbnail. So I will use thumbnail over here and inline stack over here as well, this one, and let's remove this extra line. Okay, now we need to replace the loop at the front end. Let me remove this loop and this is the new loop we have. And over here as you can see we have the node.product image. If that exists then we will show the thumbnail, and if it does not exist we will show the placeholder, and other things are coming as it is. So let's try that and reload the page, and now as you can see we have the product images as well. So if I go at the top, you will see we have right now 10 products. You can change it to the 20 products if you want, and as you can see now we have 20 products. You can make them 5 products if you want, and you will see the only 5 products on this page. Next we will add the link to view that into the store link. So finally let's add the link so we can open the product in the online store. First add the online store URL in the query. Then we will add the button. So let's import the button. Button from Shopify Polaris. and in the GraphQL query we will add the online store URL, and in the front end we will, after the status, I will type this button, and in the button we have node.url.onlineStore, and the target will be blank, view in the store. Let's save that. Okay, I think there is not online store URL, so we need to change this code. So I will type button and then Shopify admin products and replace the GID, and target is blank. So we'll use the node ID over here. So I'll save that. And if I go to the admin, you can see we have a new button. And if I click on this view in admin, and it will take you to the product which we have over here. So this is how you can fetch products from Shopify store. You can fetch all this stuff which is related to the product. You can get everything like variant, images, and you can manage them from here. This is simple example, and I hope this will make sense to you. Please let me know if you have any question. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.